in there.
Where is it?
Scrooge.
Is it?
Give it half to half.
What if it stings you? Where is it? Beaky.
Oh my god! That ain't a bee! That's a bat!
Ah! Don't send it out here. Don't get it mad.
Look at Monsey!
You're not a very skilled beekeeper, mate.
What do you want me to do?
Catch it in cup.
I'm trying.
There, look there. That's massive, that. Is it a queen bee, that Scrooge?
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Do they do it with honey then or not?
No, not for me then, pal.
So you're gonna kill it?
No, mate. I'm a lover of all bees, mate, man.
Ben Cockayne with a jukebox, Big Papa, Bobby Blair, whatever you want to call him, the man himself. So, as promised, we've got some questions lined up for Bobby, what you guys asked for. Very popular choice, by the way, Bobby. The fans wanted to have a listen to what you've got to say. So, the first question that popped up, or the first one that I chose out from what got asked in the group, is what's your plans after you finish playing?
I'd like to work with kids somewhere. Yeah, probably back home, move back home, work with some young kids and try and inspire them to fulfill their dreams.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, so we got asked this one. You're stuck on a desert island and 3 other blokes rock up. Who would you like to see? We'll just stick within our team. Who would you like, tell you what, who would you hate to see?
So what is this out of our team?
This is out of our team. 3 blokes rock up while you're on your desert island just chilling by yourself. 3 people rock up and you don't.
Ryan Shaw. Because he's just useless, full stop. Probably Jamie Donaldson.
James
Donaldson.
Jamie Donnelly.
James Donaldson. He's hungry all the time, so he'll eat all the food, there'll be nothing left. And I don't know, is he?
There's got to be somebody in there, mate.
Probably Minzy. Too energetic if you're talking all the time. Get on my nerves.
Obviously you've been in Hull now for, is this your 3rd year?
Yeah, it's
What is your favourite thing about the city of Hull, or what do you like to do in Hull away from training and playing?
First of all, it's the city of culture. No, I just like the laid-back atmosphere. It's got everything you need, everything you want, and they're real good people. So it's a bit like back where I come from home. It's laid back, my type of atmosphere, and yeah, everyone's good around town. Everyone's walking around smiling.
It's not a bad place. I know. I'm from West Yorkshire, and I've previously been brought up with the perception that Hull's not a great place, but it is, isn't it? When you live here, it's got, like you say, it's got everything. Really cool place. So yeah, I do love it, and I've obviously moved over here myself now as well. There's a famous photo with yourself, Josh Mantellato and Kenny at the end of the £1 Million game. It's quite a touching photo, really. When you look at it, you could put any kind of thoughts to it, but there's obviously been a question asked. What were actually going through your mind when you were stood there? Besides the obvious, you know, what were you kind of thinking? What were your immediate thoughts?
No, I was just shocked there. I couldn't believe what had just happened, and I just remember just gazing at the ground for a while and then looked up and then obviously seen the 2 boys pretty upset, and yeah, so I just went over and consoled my teammates, make sure they're all right.
It's I mean, I've seen somebody put I've seen a couple of quotes to that photos. I'm not going to go into details with any of them, but I think it's one of them photos when you look at that from a point of view as a supporter, you're thinking, Jesus Christ, look at, you know what I mean? It's a really heartfelt moment, I think. Obviously a very sad one, but you could put any kind of captions with that, and I think it's a really powerful photo for the wrong reasons, obviously. We've got a question here. I'm sure I know the answer to this, but were there options for you to leave the club, and if so, why did you decide to stay?
Yeah, there was definitely a couple of options there, and my manager spoke to a few people pretty early that were keen, but yeah, obviously under the circumstances, you know, and what happened, I sort of felt a bit responsible for it as well, and something I didn't want to leave this, you know, having my end of my career where I've, you know, gone down, and yeah, and obviously it's all a part of it, so I wanted to do the right thing, get the club back up where they belong, and that's why it sort of didn't drag out too long.
Yeah.
That was my main focus from the start.
Jukebox. Come on, you got a few nicknames: Jukebox, Big Papa. So where's the jukebox come from?
That was probably when I was younger.
Knocking people out, or what?
I reckon I used to come up with all the hits. So. Calling me the teddy bear now, and cuddling a bit in the tackle now.
I mean, I've been around for a fair few years with the club. I know what the fans are like, but from a personal point of view, coming into this environment, particularly the last 12 months over the circumstances, what's happened, what's your thoughts on the fans, and what do you think about?
It's tremendous, the amount of support we've got. Our home games are getting more numbers than we were the last 2 years. So, and we're down in the in the championship. So we couldn't ask for any more. And need them to keep showing up every week because we're going to need them when we get to the back end of the year and get us home late in them games.
Do you think we've got the squad right now that could be able to take us back up, or do you think we've got a squad right now that could have even kept us in Super League, or do you think we maybe still need a couple of additions? What's your thoughts on where we're at the moment?
I think probably need a couple more.
Yeah.
To be honest, we've got a pretty good squad at the moment. I reckon that could get us up, but get a couple of injuries, we might struggle, especially against Super League teams. So pretty well covered at the moment for each position. We've got 4 or 5 different options there we can play around with, but maybe a couple more middles will do. Yeah, another middle or 2.
So you've been sponsored by the fans this year, and I think knowing the fans, they would have wanted to. They would have all maybe had a vote or something. It's the fans forum, and they would have chose you unanimously. I would have thought. Obviously, based on what you did for the club last year, you've been the Player of the Year and all that kind of stuff. How's that kind of make you feel, knowing that the fans want to put their money into sponsoring you?
It makes me proud, to be honest. They're the people that pay money. Like you said, they come out and watch us every week, and they're the people that you represent when you chuck on the jersey. And that's something I don't take lightly. It's always in the back of my mind, and always, even when I'm out the front here, when I walk into games, I always pull up and make sure, see everybody that wants to see me, sign everyone that wants everything get signed, and take pictures, especially on the way out as well.
Last one for you, mate. Your name's Maurice Blair, or is it Maurice or Morris? Because we have a few people saying Maurice.
Say that, you're not too fussy.
How do your family pronounce it?
They call me Bobby.
Well, that brings me straight on to the next question. Why? Where's Bobby come from? What's all that about?
No, just my dad. Called me Bobby when I was young because he said I reminded him of his father. My granddad said I looked like him.
So you've had that right through. Never really been called Maurice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, cheers, matey. Bobby Blair, the jukebox, Big Papa. Folks, not a very big vlog this week. Obviously, we got a long interview with Bobby, which are pretty good. So I hope you've enjoyed that. As I said already previously, it's quite tough to do these vlogs on a regular basis now, particularly as I'm in full training. And it's pretty tough getting all the other boys to take part and start doing bits and bobs. So we'll keep them coming as often as we can, even if it's every couple of weeks. We'll keep them coming. Just on the weekend's game against Batley, we knew it'd be a tough challenge for us, but I thought we overcame it pretty well. Obviously, put another decent score on. I think defensively, I think it's fair to say we fell asleep for a little period, which let them back into the game. But hopefully we can put that right this week against Swinton, which will be another tough test. They've got an old guy there called John Duffy, not an old guy, sorry John, who actually played, I think he played in the Widnes or Lee teams back in 2006 when I was first at Rovers. John Duffy, half-back, and I think he's coaching Lee now, so there'll be a decent challenge for us this week. Obviously got a number of injuries, which will give the squad chance to freshen up and get maybe some younger faces in. and give some other boys a run in the team as well. So we're looking forward to that at Swinton this week. Hope you're all travelling over in numbers as always, and we'll see you at the game. So thanks again for watching, folks. Like I said, we'll keep this coming as often as possible, but it might just be every fortnight or so now rather than every week. So hope you've enjoyed this one with Bobby Blair, and we'll see you all at Swinton. Thanks a lot, folks.